Twin telepathy must be real because Butler guards Sanaya and Nevaeh Jackson continue to show it on the court. The twin sophomores grew up playing together and are bringing the fire to Butler's attack. They actually had identical numbers across all 4 games previously this season. Coach Parkinson said that if one twin makes a mistake during practice, it is very likely that the other will make the same mistake. That's how in sync they are. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks.
But after ringing the bell, Pearson is back on the field and actually scored his first career goal against Oakland. Like Coach Daly said, he's a fighter. He worked hard and he worked through. After recovering from one of the toughest battles of his life, Kyle, how are you able to stay resilient on the field? Keep your eyes peeled for redshirt senior Nathan Demian, who suffered a life-threatening injury less than a year ago after he was struck by a stray bullet. Now, after many surgeries and a long recovery later, he is back on the field today. Despite the slow start in the first half of the game, the key to the Hoosiers' success in the second were energy and execution. And Sam Alexis had both. In fact, Coach DeVries commented that he's getting better and better every day.
Might just be Aggies' ticket to success. I mean, they are killing it. Kona, do you have anything special to say?
Yes, I want them to win.
He says, go Hoosiers.
Maduro was 2 of the only freshmen to start every game last season. But on Thursday night against Notre Dame, he was forcefully taken out due to a collision with a senior Notre Dame defender. I'm Josie with Press Pass LA here at the Egyptian Theater for the series finale of Cobra Kai. Rival league is also huge because that pay grade is higher than the WNBA salary right now, and that kind of puts pressure on the WNBA because they're leaving to go play for that 3x3 league.
Are you able to kind of stay motivated because being laid off is obviously really hard, and you kind of look ahead and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so much more to do to actually show for myself.
Yeah.
How did you stay confident in your work?
It's hard. You have days where you're like, I can't do this.
Mystics, who not only had 27 points in last Friday's game against Dallas, but she had the game-saving 3 with just 12 seconds left on the clock. It's crazy. I feel like she's just always in the right place at the right time, and that is what really makes her an asset to the team. When she can read the game really well and she knows where to be, she knows what to do. I also want to kind of shine the light on Aaliyah Boston a little bit. South Carolina's player and also Wooden Award winner last year. I think she's going to give Mackenzie Holmes a run for her money. You know, Palmer, obviously you've stayed so consistent this season. What's your key to that consistency and confidence, especially going forward through the rest of the season?
Yeah, these games are huge. I mean,
Guys, here with Coach Mahoney. Coach, this is a really competitive matchup. What's that extra push that you're looking for from your team to stay in this game?
Led Washington today in scoring. What's your secret to total domination like that?
I just think having great teammates that know how to find me.
The Hoosiers this year have a handful of new players. How do you really see teamwork and leadership on this team evolving throughout the rest of the season?
it's been great so far.
The team was really picking up momentum in the first half of the game. What were you able to tell your players going into today at Assembly Hall?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about just the process. And
Coach Langley talked earlier this week about rediscovering your team's identity. After today, what does a statement like that mean to you?
Yeah, we know we're a great team.
Bringing back such an iconic role with such an iconic story, talk about that process a little bit and what it's been like the past couple of years.
Well, it's, that's always what was one of the most intriguing things to me.
You just won your second round NCAA volleyball championship game. What's going through your head?
Look, this is a dream. I've been here for 4 years.
Tommy, after the first win for the Hoosiers, 2 goals today. What were the keys to your success on the field? Palmer, way to dominate the field tonight. Walk me through your mindset when you see that ball going into the back of the net.
There's no feeling like it.
Snow, you were on fire today. You had 3 RBIs, hitting .379. What was your strategy going into today's game? Insane game, an insane win. Walk me through how you're feeling right now.
I mean, it's just a culmination of 2 long years.
A recognizable sound for any Hoosier fan is the tubas are loud, the trumpets are dramatic, but what about the one who plays no instrument at all?
I love that it combines the artistry of dance with the athleticism and coordination of having to catch the baton and having to do jumps and leaps and all of those sorts of things too.
Senior Sydney Butts has been Indiana's featured twirler since her freshman year.
This is my first ever costume. You can tell because it It looks very loved, and it's missing a ton of stones. But yeah, it used to sparkle a lot brighter than this.
And for this girl from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, twirling is a big deal.
The older girls in my studio, they were also pursuing college twirling, and so I watched them all growing up. I watched them, go off to their schools and twirl with their marching bands, and I always kind of thought that that was something I'd want to do when I got to that age.
But all good things must come to an end, and Sydney will take her final steps on the field that she loves.
You're performing at Memorial Stadium for the very last time. I mean, that's a place that's practically been like your second home. What does that mean to you?
Oh gosh, here they come. I think thinking about like my first game when the stands were literally empty and how much joy I found in that versus we're heading into a sold out game against Wisconsin, my home state, like I have like 35 people from home coming. I'm gonna have the biggest cheering section in the whole stadium. But I think it's so cool that whether the stadium was a third full or sold out and overflowing with people, I think that because of the Marching 100 and because of the people in this organization and because of the people in IU athletics and everyone involved in what we do, I have been able to find the same amount of joy that I had then.
For Sydney, it's an end of an era, but she'll have the memories forever.
That banner on the left there, that was from the 2024 National Dance Alliance Collegiate Championships, where I got to compete with the Red Stepper dance team. Yeah, it was so awesome to be able to win that together.
IU will always mean something special to Sydney.
Like, everyone keeps saying to me, like, Sydney, don't be sad, like you have more performances left, like it's not like it's your last one. I'm like, I know, I get it, but it's not Memorial Stadium. Nothing is Memorial Stadium to me.
And even though she'll be packing her bags, the legacy of IU's featured twirler will continue to live on.
That's what it was.
Michaela Brown did not make the college dance team twice. So how did this pacemate end up on a professional stage? Before she could even spell choreography, Michaela Brown was doing it every day. And like all toddlers, she learned to walk at 2 years old. But unlike other toddlers, she had rhythm in her bones from a young age.
So I first started dancing whenever I was around 5 years old. I started just doing ballet and hip hop. That was kind of what my parents thought would be best for me. We just wanted me to have a little bit more mobility.
But being from Indiana, IU was a rite of passage, and her dream felt obvious: the IU Red Steppers.
And when I found out about the Red Steppers, I went to all of the clinics that I possibly could, and I tried to take the audition process as seriously as I could, but I had never really been through anything close to a collegiate or pro audition, so I didn't know what to expect.
But dreams have a way of testing you first, and after not making it her freshman year, then again her sophomore year, the girl who had never questioned dance started to question herself.
I kind of felt lost my freshman year. I felt like I should be doing more than what I already was, and I missed dancing 7 days a week and doing all the extra things. And I would go to the football and basketball games and honestly feel really upset that I couldn't do something out on the court in the field.
But even if her confidence faded, her love for dance did not. And suddenly, the opportunity of a lifetime made its way to Michaela.
I went to a Pacers game with my dance team freshman year, and we got to perform at the pregame. And I saw all the Pacemates, and I got to see one of my old friends, and that's when I knew I wanted to join the team.
Not a college team, but an even brighter stage, an NBA dance team.
One of the assistant coaches had my headshot, and she revealed it, and I just started bawling. I literally had no idea what to expect, and they had us doing videography and everything right after, so I had to rip my sweatshirt off and run off on the court, and I feel like I had no time to think. But once we finally got to process it, I don't think I stopped crying.
The people around her saw her dedication.
So right off the bat, we were like, she's in it to win it. She's really excited. So everything that she was going for, she got it. And we were super, super proud of her.
The path she was on was never rejection, but rather redirection.
So when I made the team and then I started making the connections with everyone and even the fans, I just truly fell in love with dance again because I never expected that it could be something as big as this.
Michaela Brown is proof that a closed door opens for more opportunities. For IU Sports Media, I'm Josie Broyles.
This may have been IU's toughest challenge yet, taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions, who are trying to stay in the Big Ten race. But Fernando Mendoza and Omar Cooper Jr. did deliver. Let's roll the highlights. Grunkemeyer, trying to match the intensity that he's been seeing from the Hoosiers all year, passes it off to Pena, and that's a 43-yard run and a first down for the Nittany Lions. And wait just here, this is where the magic happens. Mendoza fires it off to Omar Cooper Jr. and look at this, is it safe? It's a touchdown for the Hoosiers. When it comes to many IU sports, you've heard the voice, but you've never seen the face. Indiana fans owe Athletics PA announcer Steve Filardo a great big thank you, and the field hockey team gave him just that after he called his 200th game. IU is currently looking for their next twirler, and they have some pretty big shoes to fill. Cindy has won more performance, but this one is on the road when IU meets Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship this weekend. IU football is not the only team in Bloomington that's undefeated. The IU men's basketball team has a perfect record. You saw his iconic shot on Kirkwood Avenue. Well, watch this iconic shot. It's Trent Sisley with a dunk, and 36-26 for IU. Two DeVries had made their way over to Bloomington this season, and one of them has a killer shot. It's Tucker DeVries for a three-point jumper. Whether she's dribbling a soccer ball or speaking into a mic, Mary Kate stays in the action.